The inspiring tale of abandoned cats. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the mountains, there lived a group of cats. These cats were not like any other cats you had seen before. They were not like the sleek, playful cats that basked in the sun, or the lazy cats that slept for hours on end. These cats were sad, lonely, and lived a life filled with sorrow. The village was a quiet and peaceful place, but the cats' lives were anything but. They were abandoned by their owners and left to fend for themselves on the streets. They had no shelter, no food, and no one to care for them. They spent their days rummaging through trash cans and hunting for scraps of food. One day, a kind-hearted woman stumbled upon the cats while taking a walk in the village. She noticed how frail and weak they looked and decided to take them in. She brought them food, water, and a warm place to sleep. The cats were overjoyed, and for the first time in their lives, they felt loved and cared for. Days turned into weeks, and the cats began to trust the woman. They would curl up in her lap and purr contentedly as she stroked their fur. They would play with each other and chase after toys, enjoying their newfound freedom. But their happiness was short-lived. One day, the woman fell ill and was unable to care for the cats. She was taken to the hospital, and the cats were left alone once again. The cats searched high and low for their caretaker, but she was nowhere to be found. They were once again left to fend for themselves, and their lives quickly took a turn for the worse. They were starving, cold, and scared. As the days passed, the cats grew weaker and weaker. They would huddle together for warmth, but it did little to ease their hunger and loneliness. They would meow and cry, hoping someone would hear their pleas for help, but no one did. One day, a group of children stumbled upon the cats. They were playing in the village when they heard the cats' cries. They followed the sound and found the cats lying in a heap, barely breathing. The children were horrified by what they saw and knew they had to help. They ran back to their homes and told their parents about the cats. The parents immediately called the local animal shelter, and a team of volunteers arrived to help. They took the cats to the shelter, where they were given food, water, and medical attention. The cats slowly began to recover, but their hearts were still broken. They missed their caretaker and longed for her to return. The shelter workers tried their best to give the cats the love and care they deserved, but they knew it was not enough. The cats needed a forever home where they could feel safe and loved. Days turned into weeks, and the cats remained at the shelter. They watched as other cats were adopted and taken to their forever homes, but they remained alone. They longed for someone to take them in and give them the life they had always dreamed of. One day, a family arrived at the shelter. They were looking for a cat to adopt and give a forever home. They walked through the rows of cages, looking for the perfect companion. As they passed the cat's cage, they noticed how sad and lonely the cats looked. They knew they had to help. The family adopted the cats and took them to their home. They gave them a warm bed to sleep in, toys to play with, and plenty of food and water. The cats were overjoyed, and for the first time in their lives, they felt truly loved. As the days turned into months, the cats slowly began to heal. They would play with each other and with their new family, and they would curl up on laps and purr contentedly. They had finally found the love and security they had been longing for. But their journey was not over yet. As the years passed, the cats grew old and began to show signs of illness. The family did everything they could to care for them, but it was clear that the cats' time was running out. One by one, the cats passed away, leaving the family heartbroken. They had grown to love these cats so deeply, and their loss was devastating. But they took solace in knowing that they had given these cats a life filled with love and happiness. As the family looked back on their time with the cats, they realized how much they had taught them about love and resilience. These cats had been through so much, but they had never given up hope. They had shown that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope and a chance for a better life. And so, the family decided to honor the cat's memory by starting a charity for abandoned and neglected animals. They wanted to give other animals the chance to experience the same love and care that their beloved cats had received. The charity became a huge success, and animals from all over the world were given a second chance at life. The family knew that their cats would be proud of the work they were doing, and that their legacy would live on forever. In the end, the sad story of the abandoned cats had a bittersweet ending. While their lives had been filled with sorrow and hardship, they had ultimately found the love and security they had been searching for, and their legacy had inspired others to make a difference in the lives of animals everywhere.